All right. It's always best at the end to check your HTML code to make sure that it is all right. Now, there is a typo in this web page. How many of you have seen it? When I look here at Richard's Chocolate, everything looks okay, does it not? Of course, we could make it more fancy and look more detailed, but it looks okay. But there is a typo. I wonder how many of you have seen it. Let's put it through the validator, because what if we didn't see the error? So you can put in a URL for a page that's already up. You can upload a file, or what I'm going to do is direct input. So I'm going to take what I have here, Control A or Apple Command, whatever, A, and I'm going to copy. Then I'm going to come over here, paste, and then I'm going to check. Oops, had a problem. Let's try it again. Make sure I didn't get anything extra in there. I did, I just got, let's see. That's everything. Check. Okay, so the validator is not working. I'm gonna just refresh the page. It's pretty bad when the validator doesn't work, huh? There we go. Now it's working. All right, so I have two errors here. One of them is because of the attribute I used in the table called border. If you remember, when I added that attribute in, I said in the future we'd use CSS for that, but I wanted you to see it work. The validator is telling us that we really do need to have that CSS, but since we haven't covered CSS yet, we're not going to do that. So we're going to leave that error there for the moment, but eventually it'll be fine. We will have that fixed. But the other error is a typo, error number 2. It says TD start tag and table body. Now, that may not mean much to you right now when you read that. So you have to look at the line and column, in particular the line. It says line 18 to line 19. So I come over here and I look and see if you can see it before I tell you what it is. It's somewhere around here. Now, when it has a problem, it kind of stops at that point. There may be other problems that it's not reading or understanding because of what the problem is. So do you see the problem? Remember the table. We have an open row, close row. Here we have an open row, close row, but the open row and close row are missing out of this one. So this needs a TR here, doesn't it? And then it needs a closed TR. Just like that. Isn't it amazing that the page actually worked in our browser, but still had this mistake in it? Be aware, though, that just because it works in one browser doesn't mean it's going to work in all browsers. And that's where the big challenge of web development comes in. Not all browsers treat HTML the same. So if your code is not perfect, it may work on some browsers and not on other browsers. Let's save this. And first of all, let me refresh it in here. And it looks exactly the same. But let me put it through the validator now. And you will see this over so I can see better. I'm going to go back, select all, paste, check. Now see, I just have the one error left that we're not going to change because we haven't covered CSS yet. So I hope this error that's in there, that was in there, really caught your eye and you realize the significance of it. It may seem on the surface that it wasn't a big deal, but other browsers may not have accepted it. So it's very important that you check through your HTML code carefully and make sure that any errors that do show up in the validator are ones that either you expect or are okay with you, that you understand that it's a particular reason it's there. And in our case here, the reason, of course, is that we haven't covered CSS yet. I hope you find this helpful, and I hope you now see the corrected version and that there was a difference. See you next time.